Some professions may seem harmless, even respectable, but they can open dangerous doors you never expected. Today, we'll uncover 7 jobs Satan loves to use to pull people away from God. Stay until the end. The last one is the most shocking of all. Friends, fellow travelers on this path of life, have you ever considered that the greatest battles are not fought on distant fields with weapons of steel, but within the very fabric of our society, in the halls of power, the laboratories of discovery, and the vibrant stages of our culture? This is not a message of fear, but a call to awareness. For in a world that moves with such blinding speed, it is easy to become lost, to find ourselves adrift in currents not of our own making. Today, I want to share with you a perspective, a way of seeing the subtle influences that shape our world, to understand the unseen forces at play in the very professions we admire. This is not about condemnation, but about discernment. It's about recognizing that every path, no matter how noble, holds its own unique challenges, its own shadows. Join me as we explore these paths, not to judge, but to understand, so that we may all walk with greater clarity, purpose, and inner strength. Science, in its purest form, is a beautiful and profound exploration of the world around us. It is the language through which we can begin to comprehend the intricate design of the universe, the delicate balance of an ecosystem, and the miraculous complexity of the human body. It is a path of inquiry, of questioning, and of a deep desire to understand the how of our existence. But within this noble pursuit lies a subtle and powerful temptation. The more we uncover, the more we learn, the easier it can be to fall into the illusion that we are the masters of this knowledge, that our intellect alone is the ultimate authority. This is where a quiet danger lies. The ego can become inflated, and we may begin to believe that because we can explain a mechanism, we have negated the mystery and the spirit behind it. It is a gradual shift, from a humble observer of creation to one who feels they have surpassed it. This mindset can lead to a spiritual emptiness, where the wonder of the unknown is replaced by the cold certainty of data. It's a path that can inadvertently lead away from a deeper connection with ourselves and the world, transforming a tool for understanding into a barrier to enlightenment. In the realm of finance, we encounter a powerful energy, money. In itself, it is neutral, a tool for exchange, a means to build and create. The financial trader and the investment banker are stewards of this energy, directing its flow and ideally fostering growth and prosperity. However, the environment in which they operate is often a crucible of immense pressure and temptation. The allure of wealth is strong, and it is easy for the focus to shift from creating value to simply accumulating profit for its own sake. When this happens, a subtle dehumanization can occur. People and even entire communities can be reduced to numbers on a spreadsheet, their well-being secondary to the pursuit of higher returns. Greed, disguised as ambition, can take hold, clouding judgment and eroding compassion. The constant pursuit of more can create a restless and insatiable spirit where there is no room for contentment or gratitude. The true danger here is not in wealth itself, but in the love of wealth, for it can quietly and insidiously become the sole purpose of one's life, eclipsing all other values and leading to a profound sense of inner poverty, regardless of the material riches one has amassed. The politician stands in a position of significant influence, a role that, at its heart, is about service to the people. It is a path that requires a deep commitment to the well-being of the community and the nation. Yet, it is also a path fraught with peril. The very nature of politics involves navigating complex and often conflicting interests, and in this landscape, compromise can be a double-edged sword. While necessary for progress, it can also be the first step on a slippery slope away from one's core principles. The desire for power, for re-election, for the approval of the masses can become a seductive force, whispering in the ear of the politician to say what is popular rather than what is true. In this environment, truth can become a commodity, to be bent and shaped to fit a particular narrative. Over time, the passion for public service can be replaced by a more cynical game of strategy and manipulation. The weight of this world can be heavy, and without a strong inner compass, it is easy to lose one's way, to become a mouthpiece for agendas that do not serve the highest good, and in doing so, to lead many astray. The media personality, be it a journalist, an influencer, or a television host, holds a unique and powerful position in our modern world. They are the storytellers of our time, the weavers of the narratives that shape our understanding of reality. This is a profound responsibility, for the stories we are told have the power to uplift and unite, or to divide and demoralize. The danger in this profession is the subtle and often unconscious temptation to prioritize sensation over substance, to chase clicks and views at the expense of truth. In the relentless 24-hour news cycle and the ever-churning world of social media, there is immense pressure to be the first, the loudest, the most shocking. This can lead to a culture of outrage and fear, where complex issues are flattened into simplistic and often misleading sound bites. What is left unsaid can be just as potent as what is broadcast. The constant exposure to this energy can be spiritually draining, and without a conscious effort to remain grounded in integrity, the media personality can become a conduit for misinformation and division, contributing to the very anxieties and conflicts they report on, rather than being a source of clarity and understanding. The world of entertainment is a realm of light, of sound, of emotion. It has the power to transport us, to make us laugh and cry, to open our hearts and minds to new perspectives. The entertainer, the actor, the musician is a vessel for this creative energy, and their work can be a tremendous gift to the world. However, this profession also walks a fine line between art and adulation. The applause of the crowd, the adoration of fans, can be intoxicating, and it is easy for the entertainer to begin to confuse their public persona with their true self. The ego can become deeply enmeshed with the need for external validation, leading to a constant and exhausting performance both on and off the stage. Furthermore, the entertainment industry itself can often celebrate themes of excess, of fleeting pleasure, and of a superficiality that can leave both the entertainer and the audience feeling empty. The subtle danger here is a slow and steady drift away from authenticity, a trade-in of genuine self-expression for a more marketable but less soulful product. Over time, the entertainer may find that they have gained the world, but have lost touch with their own inner compass. The psychic, the medium, and the modern occult practitioner are individuals who delve into the unseen realms, seeking knowledge and guidance beyond the physical world. For many who are drawn to these paths, the intention is pure. They are seeking a deeper connection to the spiritual dimensions of life. However, this is a landscape that requires immense discernment and spiritual maturity, for not all that is unseen is benign. The danger lies in opening oneself up to influences without a proper understanding of their nature. It is easy to be deceived by experiences that feel profound or empowering without questioning the source of that power. The modern packaging of these practices often trivializes their significance, presenting them as a form of self-help or entertainment. This can lead the unwary down a path of spiritual confusion, where they may become entangled with energies that are not in their best interest, leading to a state of imbalance, fear, and a disconnection from their own inner wisdom. The true spiritual path is one that leads to greater sovereignty and inner peace, not to a reliance on external oracular pronouncements. Finally, we come to the lobbyist, a profession that often operates in the shadows, yet wields an immense and often unseen influence on the very laws that govern our societies. The lobbyist is an advocate, a persuader, someone who works to shape policy in favor of a particular interest. While advocacy itself is a vital part of any democratic society, the inherent danger of this profession lies in the potential for powerful interests to drown out the voice of the common good. The line between advocating for a just cause and manipulating the system for personal gain can become blurred. Over time, the constant focus on achieving a specific outcome can lead to a desensitization to the broader ethical implications of one's work. The lobbyists may find themselves defending positions that are not in alignment with their own conscience, justifying their actions as simply part of the game. This can create a deep inner conflict and a gradual erosion of personal integrity. The true calling of an advocate is to be a voice for the voiceless, but the temptation in this profession is to become a voice only for those who can afford to pay the highest price.